Hi guys, Bart Robley coming at you live from my studio, the Bart Cave here in Fullerton, California. Day number 7 in my video diary life as a professional musician. It seems that this week that these have turned into more like lessons, but they're more like just helpful tips I want to think about that are going to help my musician friends out there. Originally, and it's still going to be this way, where like it's kind of supposed to be a journey through a month of what I do. But I've got like some clinics coming up. I got a gig coming up, so I'm going to film some of that and get some of that into this series too. But since it's the middle of the week and I do a lot of lessons during the week, I want to kind of share some of my thoughts on just being a good musician. This is one of the things that I'm almost a preacher about, not even a teacher about with my students. I talk about knowing how to read music. I think it's phenomenally important. And the analogy I always use is this: think about, when you speak, when you're playing a musical instrument, you're speaking another language, and you're speaking through your instrument. If you went in to speak or learn how to speak a language that was foreign to your native tongue, let's say you're learning Spanish, you're not going to go into a Spanish class and tell the teacher, "Hey, look, I just want to speak Spanish. I don't want to read it and write it." They're not going to do that. You have to know how to read and write the language that you're learning how to speak. So that's kind of the way I look at music, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, is just reading. And I want to give you a couple of different insights as to the different types of things that I teach how to read and that I work on all the time, knowing how to read. I in a unique situation that I get to do a lot of re-records. Now, what re-records are, I've actually built a whole clinic around my re-records. And what re-records are when you go in and you re-record a song for commercial use, for licensing in a movie, a television commercial, a TV show, whatever. And so sometimes I'm called upon to re-record a part to a song that was famous at one time or was a hit at one time, and I've got to do it exactly like it was done on the original album or on the original recording. And then sometimes I'm called upon to record a part for an original artist, and in that case, a lot of times I'm given a demo, right, of a song, and I consider that a roadmap. It's just kind of telling me not exactly what to do, but it's telling me how they want the song to come out. So I'm going to show you a couple of different transcriptions here and what I think is important to know how to read. So over here I'm going to just pick up the camera. We're going real raw here, nothing fancy. This is a transcription that was done by a buddy of mine, Rob Farrell, down in South County. And this is a transcription to an Avenged Sevenfold song, song called Nightmares. And as you can see, there's so many pages on this thing. There's 4 or 5, there's 6 pages of music. It won't even fit on one music stand. That's a lot of notes, right? Now that is an example of a transcription of a song that's note perfect. And Rob, by the way, great transcription, man. That's fantastic. I use it all the time. I do that too. I just had this one printed out, so I thought I'd use that one. That's what I would do if I was if I was going into a studio to do an exact re-record. If I was called upon to re-record that song, that's the transcription I would use. Now over here at the other drum set, I have another transcription. Now this is for an original song that was written by our saxophone player, Carl Sanger, and this is a song called City Man. Now you can see that one's much different. It's one page, and it doesn't have specific fills or anything. It just has the 2 different grooves that I would use, this one and this one. And then it tells me how many bars. Again, that much like his demo that he sent me, it's just a roadmap, okay, of where I'm going in the song. It's not telling me exactly what to do, like the Avenge transcription is telling me what to do. It's just telling me where to go. Now, the reason that's important is because I'm a firm believer that you never know where life is going to take you in general, but if you're a musician, you never know where the music business is going to take you. And having the ability to read it just kind of puts, you know, it puts another tool in your toolbox, you know. You're talking about if you're thinking about going as a professional player, or you just want to make a few extra bucks, or you just want to be the best player that you can be, you should give yourself every opportunity and every advantage that you can to be the best player that you can. So knowing how to read is a big deal. For young kids, if you're just getting into playing and your teacher's teaching you how to read, I know it can be painstaking and it can be hard to do, but stick with it. It will pay off for you in the end. Seasoned players, for some of you guys that have been playing for a while, I hear people all the time, well, I know a lot of famous drummers that don't read. Well, you're right, they don't. There are a lot of famous drummers that don't read. But, you know, that's their journey. You should make your journey the best that you can. So learn how to read. If you've been playing for a while and you, even if you're a working musician, you're in a band, and you know you want to know how to read and you just want to become a better player, a better musician, seek out knowledge. It's out there. No matter where you live in the world, there's drum teachers all over the place. You can, I personally teach drum students all over the world using Skype. I have, you know, so reach out to me if you have any questions about reading. You know, you can, there's so many great teachers out there. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. You know, learn how to read, know how to read, be the best musician, be the best drummer that you can be if you're a drummer. Be the best musician you can be if you're playing, you know, whatever instrument. I hope that was helpful. I hope it was insightful. If you got any questions, find me on the web. My website is bartrobley.com. Find me on Facebook. Send me a message, leave a message here below or a question below. I will always answer it. And anyway, hope that was insightful. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.